whether this video is showing up or not. Why isn't it showing? Yes, let's start, but I can't see myself live. OMG. 1 minute, 1 minute. Is the connection okay? Can you see me? Yes, live. Now I can see it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. ठीक है. Right. Okay, so why today's stream? There's just one reason why we are having a stream today. If you remember, I had kept a mutual fund course giveaway, and there was a discussion whether Reliance has 4 strategic investors or 13 strategic investors, and of course the correct answer is 4. But believe it or not, we had done a lot of research on that. In fact, we had also checked the AGM transcripts, and what our interpretation was is that majority of the there is actually a definition of who is a strategic investor, and we were trying to gauge our own interpretation. But then we found out an article on Economic Times as well, which mentioned that yes, there are 4 strategic investors. And then we said that yes, we will give 4 giveaways, special giveaways to those who have clicked 4 as the answer. Okay, 2-3 clarifications. I guess there were few people who were saying that for the stake which was held by promoters, which should be held by the promoters, should it be 75% or 65%? We will cross-check that. The correct answer is 75%. In the budget, it was proposed to SEBI that we should take it to 65%, but as of now, it is 75% only. We did cross-check that as well. There was one more question, whether there are 13 investors or 14 investors. We still cross-check that again. The correct answer is 13. It's not 14. Silver Lake actually invested twice in Reliance Jio. And for those who got confused with Google, there is a news about Google investing, and that was in Reliance Retail, not in Reliance Jio. Okay. So these were few concerns of people who had raised these concerns the other day, right? So what we are going to do is, I'm going to do a 5 giveaway declaration. Definitely, we are going to do that. Rohan is asking, why was Thursday's stream cancelled? Rohan, you will get the answers to all the questions in my tomorrow's video. So don't forget to watch my tomorrow's video. Okay. So anyways, last time, if you remember, there were a few people who had sent me a super chat, but it was so late that I said that I will definitely make it a point to answer all the super chats in the next live stream. And that is why today's live stream, I'm going to quickly answer all those questions which were asked in the super chat, right? So I'll just share my screen with you as well. Right. So these were the super chats which were asked by various people. Otherwise, also I'll be taking a few more questions which will be asked by everyone. Is my screen? Yes. Okay. So the very first one was by Mr. Vignesh Panchal, and he's asking how to invest in water commodity. I'm not sure whether it's visible or not. 1 minute, I'll just zoom in the screen. Okay, this is the screenshot of all the super chats which took place the other day. So that is the reason why I'm showing these super chats on screen as well. How to invest in water commodity was the question. Vignesh, if you are watching the live stream, you can't invest directly in water commodity. Like you can invest in gold as a commodity, you can invest in silver as a commodity. You can't invest in water as a commodity, but you can surely invest in companies who are maybe treating water. Okay, so like they have their own water treatment plants or similar treatments which are given to water. And the answer for that is you can invest in companies like Vatek Wabag, if you have heard about that. Vatek Wabag is a company which is into water treatment. Okay, so that is the way you can invest in water as a commodity, indirectly, not directly though. Okay. Next question was asked by Mr. Prathish K, and he had said, "Ma'am, actual investors are 14, not 13. Please check." So Prathish, I guess I gave the answer. 14 times investment was made, but number of investors is only 13. Silver Lake has invested twice. Okay, so that is the answer for your question, Mr. Prathish. Shankar, no, I have not yet answered. I have not yet declared the winners. Don't worry on that. Okay. Sheetal had asked me a question that what is the difference between a multi-bagger and a blue chip stock? Sheetal, answer to your question is that multi-baggers are those which increase by 100% or more. Okay. So right now, technically speaking, Reliance Industries has become a multi-bagger. Okay. Because Reliance Industries, after the big fall due to Corona Industries, oh my God, due to coronavirus, Reliance had reached less than 1,000. Okay, so it was somewhere around 950 levels. If I consider 100% return, then it will be 1,900 rupees, and it has already crossed that level. Correct. So that is the meaning of a multi-bagger. Any stock which grows by more than which grows more than 100%, that is known as a multi-bagger. Okay. And what are blue chip stocks? So blue chip stocks are basically those stocks which have already performed. Okay, these are stocks which are generally treated as the large cap stocks. Okay, these are companies which are well established companies. That is the meaning of blue chip stocks. So I hope you have answered. So multi-baggers are those which rise more than 100% as compared to the current investment as compared to the current trading price. Whereas blue chip stocks need not rise 100% to be called as blue chip stocks. These are companies which have proven themselves. They are very high in market capitalization, right? Harini Avula asks, Lawrence Lab, ma'am, long-term view, big fan, ma'am. Thank you, Harini. Lawrence Lab, basically, right now it has split. If I'm not mistaken, they declared split in the ratio of, I guess, one share for something 10 is to something. Split has been announced in Lawrence Lab, basically. If I were to quickly cross-check, just give me a second. I can cross-check that as well. How much is the exact ratio for the split? Lawrence Lab. Okay. Right. So Lawrence Lab has split in the ratio of 10. Okay. So 10 is to 2. So it means that so for the subdivision of equity shares of 10 each to 2 each, in simple words, a share, the face value of Lawrence was 10 originally. Now it is going to be taken down to 2 rupees. Okay, 10 rupees face value is now going to be taken down to 2 rupees. So in simple words, the share price will become 1/5, and if the share price becomes 1/5, then the number of shares that you will be holding in your demat will go 5 times. Okay, so I'll repeat one more time. 1:5, yes, Yogesh, that is correct. So let us say the share has split from 10 rupee face value to 2 rupees face value. It means that the price of your share has come down by 1/5. Okay, and so that the value remains intact in your hands, the number of shares will go up 5 times. Okay, so that is where the value will remain intact. I hope you have understood the answer to your question, right? So, well, that was it about the questions which you all had asked, and that was winding up of all the super chats which was asked in the previous lecture, right? Now with that, let me take you back to our 1 minute. Okay, to one more important thing that we are going to do today, and that is nothing but our winner free giveaway for the mutual fund course, right? So I tried to find out how many people were such who had given 4 as the answer. Here you can see now how many investors. Let me just check it one more time. How many investors have picked up a strategic stake in Reliance Jio platform, and now all these people are 4, correct? Here what we are going to do is that out of all these names, so how many people were such who had given 4 as the answer? 1 minute. So control shift down. Yes, there are 201 people who have given this answer. So what am I going to do is copy, and I'm quickly going to paste it in the random name picker, and I'll just quickly announce all the 5 winners who have won the mutual fund course absolutely free of cost. So I'm just pasting all the names, and here I say, after doing all these, by the way, I'll answer all the super chats for today's stream as well. Okay, so guys, I hope you are excited, those who had given 4 as the answer, right? So I'm just starting the random number or random name picker. Let's see who wins. And the first winner is Mr. Manish Kumar. Congratulations, Manish. I'll just write down his name as well. The winner is Mr. Manish Kumar. Heartiest congratulations, Manish. We'll pick another name. Let's start. The second name is Bhavin Trivedi. Heartiest congratulations, Bhavin. You have won the mutual fund course giveaway. Here we are starting with the third winner for our mutual fund course, and the name is Mr. Prakash Zadav. Heartiest congratulations, Prakash. Those who are winning this will get a call from my team. We will contact you. Next winner is Hemant Kumar AVVA. So write down the name as well, Hemant Kumar AVVA. And the last winner, Karthik. पाप लगेगा तुमको, पाप लगेगा कार्तिक. ऐसे कैसे बोल सकते हो फिक्सिंग है? अभी इसमें क्या फिक्सिंग करूं मैं? अभी तो तुम्हारे सामने ले रही हूँ यार नाम में, और क्या ट्रांसपेरेंसी मेंटेन करना है बेटा. ठीक है, चलो द लास्ट वन. लेट्स सी. प्रेम रावत. प्रेम रावत is the winner for the mutual fund giveaway. Heartiest congratulations to all those who won this mutual fund course giveaway. And for those who did not win it, it's okay, don't get disheartened. Those who at least attempted this giveaway quiz, you will get an email from my team maximum by Sunday, and there'll be a surprise for you inside the email. So don't forget to check your mailbox maximum by Sunday. Okay, we're going to send a small thank you from our side for participating in the quiz, right? Perfect. So let's go ahead with today's questions. So first of all, let me just welcome all the new members. Vishal Singh, welcome to Pro Investor Memberships. Justin Kohli, Sonia Gupta, welcome all to memberships, right? I'll also take a few questions for today. Any insights on how to buy unlisted shares? Ramesh, it's not very easy to buy unlisted shares because for a fact that we can't find the seller very easily. If you have a very good rapport with your broker, okay, then there are certain opportunities where the broker may contact you and broker may say that, okay, there is an opportunity where you can invest in the shares of XYZ company. So I'll give you an example. I had been asked by one of the brokers that there is this XYZ company. I can't name the company right now. It may get listed on the stock exchange in the coming 1 or 2 years. So if you want, you can buy the shares of this company. Okay. Of course, at that point of time, I didn't want to buy the shares of that company. Plus, the ticket size is very high in such cases. Okay, they'll say if you want to buy unlisted shares, minimum investment is 5 lakh, 10 lakh. That might happen many times. Okay, so it's pretty difficult to buy into unlisted shares unless and until, as I mentioned, maybe the broker contacts you, or you have the guy who owns the unlisted shares is your friend. Okay, otherwise it's pretty difficult, right? So that's about your question, Mr. Ramesh. Ajit Saugule says, Namaskar, we foresee a correction. Any advice when it can be seen? Also, Bharti Airtel, expert view, please. Ajitesh, correction is definitely what even I foresee, and so many people are foreseeing. Uh, the problem is that everyone is forcing it since such a long time, and the market just refuses to listen to anyone. Market is just actually trying to fool anyone and everyone around. What I feel, Ajitesh, I'll tell you my thought process. Everyone was expecting a bad Q1, and the Q1 results did not show up in such a bad way as was expected by everyone. If you remember, in one of my previous live streams, I had mentioned that market falls when something happens which was not known to us. Something suddenly happens, something suddenly negative happens, which no one expected, right? Uh, and everyone was expecting a bad Q1 result, and that is why maybe market did not fall, did not react to what what happened in the Q1, right? Now, what I personally feel, I'll tell you, is that banks especially, they have not booked NPAs in Q1 result. Okay, reason is very simple. It was mandated by law. They have. It's not like uh, they have gone against law or something like that. But because of the moratorium and all that, banks have not at all booked NPAs, and I feel they will start booking NPAs from second quarter. So Q2 results will start coming up in, from 1st October and onwards. Number one. Number two, we have US elections coming up, and US elections, to my knowledge, is scheduled somewhere around November or December, right? Uh, that is the time frame. October, November. I feel that is where we may see a correction. This is my thought process. I also told you the logic. It's just not like I say I'm feeling that it will fall. I've told you the logic. Uh, Banks may be a big push downwards, which because of which the fall might start. There could be other reasons as well. We don't know as of now, but yes, I do see a fall in the coming few months, 2 or 3. Bharti Airtel, I feel it can be a good one for sure, because uh, Geo can't be the only one remaining. That is why there has to be a case where there has to be a case where there is some competitor, and that is the reason why I feel Bharti Airtel can be definitely a good bet in the coming few months. And I feel take a long term view on that. Don't just enter and exit for that. Okay. Mehul Suri says, love your videos. Thank you, Mehul Suri. Means a lot. Thoughts on Make Money and Quest Corp. Also, please do a video on specialty chemicals. Oh, okay. Make Money is, if I'm not mistaken, it's Make Money Organics that you're talking about. Quest Corp, I've not yet checked out. Make Money Organics, these are typical stocks when they do. Let me just check if you're talking about Make Money Organics only. Make Money, or yeah, that's the same which is listed on the exchange. If that be so, these companies do well typically during monsoons. Just before that or just after that, during monsoon season, these companies do well. So yeah, Make Money can be checked out, but don't forget for a fact that these are like seasonal rallies which you see in certain stocks. Okay, so do check out the fundamentals, the latest reports, before you decide to invest in these stocks for a long term. Quest Corp, I have not really checked. I can write this down, and in my next live stream, whenever it happens, I'll try to answer your question on Quest Corp. Right. Vignesh Panchal, thank you for the super chat. No questions asked though. Ganesh Adivarekar says, Reliance partly paid. Please make a video on the same. I have around 1,000 shares at 1,240 levels. I have target of 1,600, 700. Is it possible? Right now, the pace at which market is going, everyone is just going on predicting that it will go higher and higher and higher. If you have already made decent enough profits in Reliance partly paid, Ganesh, then I feel I guess the stream should. Oh my god. OMG. I got this LED ring light and just it flipped off. Okay. Let me just get back to I'll just close my own stream. I'll see from here only. Right. So with that, I guess let's move on. There was some problem with my internet connection. In the meantime, let me welcome Justin Kohli, Sonia Gupta to memberships. I guess I answered Reliance Industries question, and I mentioned that if you have gotten decent enough profits, it could be a good thing to just sell off at least half of the shares, right? Praveen says, ma'am, bought Yes Bank in FPO. Should I sell or hold? Praveen, if you remember, if you have seen my video on Yes Bank, I had mentioned very clearly that even if you are investing in Yes Bank, just invest for a rupee, maybe a rupee or two for a listing gain. I guess the listing gain did not happen. I guess it just listed at the same price or just a rupee discount. But just in case, if you're just one or two rupee here and there, you could quit the share, because anyways, I don't see any big value in the share unless and until the fundamentals terrifically change. Okay. Next question is buy. Thoughts on DSP World Gold Fund, which is a fund of funds. Right now, there is a lot of things being talked about gold. Invest. I'll tell you, Sudarshan. Just check out 2-3 things. What is the expense ratio of DSP World Gold Fund of funds? I'll tell you what is the problem with fund of fund. It generally has a higher expense ratio. Okay, so if you want to anyways invest in gold fund, go in for an ETF, which has a comparatively lower expense ratio. Okay, just to give you an example, if the expense ratio is like as high as 1% for a fund versus 0.8 for another fund, you are unnecessarily paying 0.2% extra. Okay, and whatever I've seen, many cases it does happen that fund of funds will generally have a higher expense ratio. Okay, so there could be a better opportunity to invest in other gold ETF or maybe even SGB, sovereign gold bonds. I would not really give a big thumbs up on DSP World Gold Fund of funds. Okay, Vadi Parthi Bala Saidut. Okay, thank you for the super chat. Ma'am, stock sectors which can give best returns for next 5 years except telecom. And please tell if technically it is good to enter Deepak Nitrate. Okay, so let me just check Deepak Nitrates in .trading view and Deepak Nitrate. Okay, I'm just trying to pull up the chart for you. What I can see is Deepak Nitrate. Okay, no. I don't think it's good to invest right now. I'll tell you a simple reason for this as well. Okay, it's either me or the screen. Something has gone terribly wrong. Oh my god, it's okay. You might not be able to see me right now. You might just be able to see the screen, but that's okay. Screen is important right now. For Deepak Nitrate, you can see here that the MACD is going for a bearish crossover. Even the RSI is dropping terrifically. So I don't think it's a good time to invest into Deepak Nitrate, technically at least, as at this point in time. Okay, so that is it about Deepak Nitrates. Next 5 years, I think other than telecom, it could be infra, right? So that can be one sector which you can definitely look out for. Ramesh, thank you for the super chat. Can you do a video on Apple stock in your US version? Ooh, thank you. I'll definitely do on Apple stock. This is the first time, Ramesh, anyone has given me a stock suggestion other than Indian markets. You apparently are from US. I understand that from your super chat amount. So yeah, surely I'll definitely take that up. We will surely take a special review of Apple stock and we'll be publishing it on our channel. Not sure about this month only, but either this month or max to max next month. That's my promise. Max to max next month. Okay, Apple stock review. Also a video on ULIPs and how to choose the funds and make money. Ramesh, just for your information, if you are not aware, I have launched a separate course on mutual funds, and in that we have made amazing, we have given a lot of details about how to choose mutual funds. In fact, I have taught about so many free websites. That's my specialty. I talk about free websites which can be used for analysis. You can use that. You can definitely have a look at my mutual fund lecture series. It's going to launch on 15th of August, but pre-booking is available. We are keeping it at a very huge discount. Maybe you can just have a look at it, and you will definitely get a very nice flavor of how to choose mutual funds. Okay, but if you are in US, definitely if you want just a one-liner answer on that, in US generally index funds are more popular than normal mutual funds. Okay, so I'm assuming that you're from US. In that case, choosing some good index fund would definitely make sense. Okay. Ashwin Balaji says, I'm planning to buy HUL2 shares for next 5 years. Is it okay, or should I choose some other stock? HUL is a very good company. Fundamental analysis I've done for HUL shares, and I don't see any problem if you were to plan to buy just two stocks, and if you plan to accumulate these stocks over a period of next few months/years. I don't think that should be a problem at all. Okay. Well, cool. So that is it about Ashwin. That's about your question. Okay. In the meantime, welcome heartofawonder.com to memberships. Ganesh Addi. Okay. Going ahead with the questions. Suraj Kumar Gunjal says, views on Aegis Logistics. I have never tracked this stock. Again, in my next live stream, we'll make it a point to answer your question on Aegis Logistics. Wait for my next live stream. Till then, in the next live stream, Suraj Kumar, definitely I'll answer your question, right? Shrikant Zadav says, ma'am, please make a separate video on option selling. Yes, that's a video topic which has been requested by so many people. Till date, I have done 2 videos on F&Os. Let's see, as in how time permits, we'll be making more and more videos on futures and options. Rohan Lagati asks, ma'am, what is the difference between Fibonacci retracement and pivot Fibonacci? Which is better and which to use when? Can you create a video for this? Just to cut the long discussion short, in Fibonacci retracement, what we do is, I'm giving this answer from in-trading view perspective. Okay, if you go theoretically, then you can find many more differences. Okay, but from in-trading view perspective, what you can do is you can either hand draw a Fibonacci, okay, or what you can do is you can check the levels using pivot points. Okay, so one is like hand drawing and understanding what are the levels, and one is like just inputting data and finding the levels based on the pivot points. Okay, so that's a long story cut short from in-trading view perspective. If you have checked out that website, otherwise, Rohan, I would definitely, as you are mentioning, will try to do a video on this as well. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Rohan, you are from the 6 AM club, is what I remember, maybe. Dr. Niket Patel says, ma'am, your views on Vodafone Idea. Average buy price 9, buy, sell, hold. Vodafone Idea right now, the problem is that, see, it was rising with a hope that Google will invest in Vodafone Idea, but afsos, they didn't turn to Vodafone Idea. I still believe that maybe it can go up in the long run, but provided that there is a chance that Supreme Court will give a decision in favor of Vodafone Idea. Okay, frankly speaking, okay, I'll give a disclosure that even I had bought Vodafone Idea when I had given everyone this theme for party fund stock, but I have sold Vodafone Idea at around 8 rupees 50 paisa level. Okay, so that is my stand. I told you, because when Supreme Court decision came in that we are not going to let you go so easily and something like that, similar to that. Okay, that is where I started losing a little bit interest. Plus, Google Google went for Reliance brand rather than Vodafone Idea. That's where I decided maybe I might not prefer to stay in the stock for a longer time. Okay, so if it's not a big quantity which is not bothering you, Niket, maybe you can keep a stop loss level and then wait on. If the stop loss is hit, you may quit it. Okay. Okay. Swarada, welcome to memberships, and the book world also welcome to memberships. The next question is by Pratyaya Chakraborty. Growth potential of commodity market. Comment on MCX. In commodity space right now, there are only two commodities which are being talked about. One is gold, one is silver, and I think. By the way, we are going to come up with a blog on gold, how to invest in gold, which are the different ways in which you can invest in gold. For that, you can check out my website, rachanaranade.com. That will be released tomorrow, though. The blog on gold will be released tomorrow. And definitely check it out. I think right now, I still believe that, yes, there is some space still left in gold. If you remember, I had made a separate video on gold bonds when the first, not the first, I guess third or fourth tranche had come for SGBs. I had made a video. Also, I said that yes, investing in gold right now makes a lot of sense. That is when I had invested. I also invested in July tranche. I have invested in August tranche. All three tranches I have invested in. I believe that as far as commodity market is concerned, rather than talking about commodity market as a whole or commenting on MCX, talk about only one or two specific commodities, gold and silver. Okay. Dipali Joshi asks your comments on Yes Bank. I guess I have given the comments on Yes Bank. I feel that fundamentally I have never liked it. I guess there is a buffer again. Okay, I guess my net speed is pathetic right now. Net speed. Okay, so hopefully it is going on. Right. So let me just go back to your questions. Growth potential of commodity markets. Okay, that is what we talked about right now. I didn't comment on the overall commodity markets, but definitely yes, as I mentioned, gold, silver. Next one is by Dipali. I answered the question for Yes Bank as well, right? Nagaraju Rajesh asks, ma'am, your views on Axis Bank. It has announced QIP. Axis Bank is also a very good stock fundamentally. In fact, their mutual funds, I know I am deviating, but someone had asked a question on mutual funds right now. That is why I thought of sharing this as well. Even few mutual funds of Axis Bank are also very good. So the only problem here, which I can see, is the one which I pointed in the beginning of my live stream, that the banks have not disclosed their NPAs, and that is why Q2, Q3 can be a big hit for banks. I would not enter into, I don't have any bank in my portfolio right now at this point of time, because I believe that if a fall comes up, banks can be one of the biggest contributors, is what I believe in. Okay, of course, there's a big buzz about HDFC Bank right now. Everyone knows about it. Deepak Parekh sold his stake and whatnot. But I am not a fan of banking sector right now in this current scenario. Okay. Reliance buying level. I feel that just wait, Vignesh, just wait for a fall. If it really happens, I would again jump into Reliance. I had bought Reliance when it was at 900 level. I sold it when it was around 1600 levels, and now it has gone up like anything. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. I need a lower level for Reliance. I will wait for a level when the stock corrects and I can see a little bit of recovery in the stock. That is where I would maybe want to buy into it again. Okay. Chalo. So that is it for Reliance Industries. Hi, madam. Please made contract manufacturing companies. Please made contract manufacturing companies. Jagat, I did not understand your question. Is it please make a video on contract manufacturing companies? If yes, okay, I'll consider your request. Okay. Zerodha Ranade asks, why do you think gold prices are going up even if markets up? Yes, Zerodha, you are right. Generally, stock markets and gold have an inverse relationship. So when markets are up, ideally gold should have gone down. But I'll tell you, gold is is a loved investment avenue when there are tensions in the market. Okay, there are tensions, geopolitical tensions. Uh, so everyone knows about the problem which we are having at our border, India-China border. Uh, Corona is still an uncertain scenario. That is the reason why people believe that if they want to invest somewhere other than the market, then it would be gold. Okay, it is believed by experts in this area that whenever a vaccine for corona is announced, at that time gold might get a big hit, might go down. But I believe that by the year end, that might not happen, is what I believe in, what I feel. So yeah, that is the reason. Radha, so I answered your question that whenever there are uncertain things, there are tensions, geopolitical tensions. That is where people start investing in alternate investments like gold. Okay, that is why it's going up. Rajesh says, "Ma'am, excellent videos. Thank you, Rajesh." He says, "Planning to buy ICICI Bank." Oh my God, why everyone is asking about bank? Oh my God, I am having such a contrarian view on ICICI Bank. My God. Okay, so yeah, I would not go ahead with any banks right now. Pankaj, welcome to memberships. Anant, Somya, welcome to memberships. Alok, thanks for the super chat. No question asked. Uh, Ramesh Ayagari says, my ULIP question was for India. Okay. Have one with ICICI Prudential. Okay. So ULIP, what was the question for ULIP? 1 minute. Did I miss it out? Also a video on ULIPs and how to choose funds. Okay. So how for ULIP, everyone knows it's like a tax saver bond. But I'm not sure about your taxation, Ramesh, and I don't think we should be talking about this on YouTube. Please contact your tax advisor. If we are talking about ULIPs, then just check if you are getting. You have to check your residential status, whether you're resident, ordinary resident, resident, not ordinary resident, completely non-resident. I'm not sure on that. So I think for ULIP, for tax saving, please contact your tax advisor, right? You have one with ICICI Prudential, okay. So yeah, ICICI Prudential tax, the ULIP mutual fund is not bad as such, but as I mentioned, I'm not sure about your tax status. Also, Apple stock split is happening on 24th August. Oh, anything before that would be great. Anything before that, watch out my video tomorrow. And maybe you'll get an answer to your question. I might not be able to do that before 24th. That would be a bit difficult. I will surely try my level best. I won't promise, but I'll surely try. Okay, if the video comes up, then that I will try my level best to publish it on 12th or 13th. This is the only possible date which can happen before 24th. Okay, but yeah, I'll try my level best for sure, Ramesh. Vadiparthi Bala Saidut. Again, I guess one more super chat. NPS and corporate loans are more for ICICI and Axis Bank, but why still mutual funds and brokerages are bullish? I can't comment on why they are bullish. I am bearish, is what I told you. They might be bullish for a shorter term. That is possible. They might change their allocations once banks start, declaring NPS. So, yeah, that's the answer to your question. I'm not sure why they are bullish. They might be bullish for a shorter term, right? Sudarshan V says, thanks a lot, ma'am. Eye opener about expense ratio 2.8 on fund of funds. See, Sudarshan, good. I'm happy that I was able to add some value. Always has been my urge to give best possible suggestions, and thanks a lot, Sudarshan. Cool. Yogesh Padam says, I have a Demat account with Zerodha. I got a fear in my mind that is my money and share safe, or should I switch to a full service broker like Angel Broker? Yogesh, don't worry at all. Zerodha can't do anything with your money. Neither can they do anything with your shares. If that was the problem, then so many people would have lost money, including the one sitting right in front of you. Even I have an account with Zerodha, and your money should be surely safe. If you're talking about hacking, anything can be hacked in the world. YouTube channels are being hacked these days. So other than that, I mean, just because you are having an account with a demat with a discount broker, that does not mean that your money and shares are not safe. Doesn't mean that if you switch to full service broker, then only it will be safe. Not at all. Don't be under the misconception. There might be people who have tried to missell you something. It should not be a problem if you are having an account with any discount broker, okay, including Zerodha for that matter. No problem at all. Okay. Next question is by Alok Acharya. What is your opinion about GMM Fodler? We were trying to track GMM Fodler. It went up pretty handsomely for some days slash weeks, but somehow fundamentally it still doesn't fit into my parameters. I know that there are many people who talk about this stock these days on news channels like CNBC and all that, but somehow it didn't fit into my parameters. That was the reason why I didn't pick it up in my portfolio. Okay, Dips, thank you for the super chat. Is it okay to enter Eicher Motors at this price? Holding 12 Nestle, who are stuck, want to exit and enter Eicher. Eicher swings a lot. Please guide. Okay, wait. Let me just check out Eicher Motors, how the stock looks right now. Eicher Motors does not look like a buy immediately. No, if you were to invest in Eicher Motors, I would suggest you a wait and watch right now. Doesn't at least look very convincing that buying at this level would be good. Okay. The RS, I'm not sure if you have taken up my course on technical analysis, Dips, but if you have, you might understand what I'm saying, that the RSI is above 60. It's definitely a good sign, but it has been above 60 for quite a long. Plus MACD line is also going very close. The blue and orange lines are going very close. They have not significantly cut each other. Plus the candles are very close to the upper Bollinger Band for quite a long time now. So I don't see, unless and until some news comes up, I don't see a big rally in this stock at this level right now. Okay. Oh my God, it's 9:16, guys. I've been recording, working since morning. I'm a bit tired. Maybe just last 5 minutes and other super chats in the next stream again then. Okay. Holding 12 Nestle who are stuck. I didn't understand, Dips. What is that? Holding 12 Nestle who are stuck. But anyways, for Eicher, as of now, as I mentioned, no, is my thought process. Ravinder Singh ji, thanks for the super chat. In buyback of shares, who buys the shares? Company or promoters? And what happens to the share capital? Does it decrease? Good question, Ravinder. Whenever company buys back the shares, these shares are destroyed. Destroyed. And originally, it used to happen that they used to be physically destroyed when we had paper share certificates. Now what happens is that they get destroyed electronically, you can say. So what happens is that share capital itself decreases. Your answer is correct. You have asked this. What happens to the share capital? Does it decrease? Answer is yes. The share capital does decrease. Okay. Who buys it back? It's basically the company buys it back and it's scrapped off from the share capital. Okay. That's about buyback. Right. Zerodha Ranade. काय झालंय Zerodha तुला? खूप questions विचारते. I feel you understand Marathi by your name and surname. Views on foreign investment and vested app and video on Forex. I believe that if you want to invest in foreign stocks, then rather than, because last time also I told you that I myself have not checked out vested app, so I should not be commenting on that. If you want to invest in foreign markets, if you want to invest in NASDAQ or S&P companies, then a good way to invest in it could be through mutual funds. You can check out mutual funds who are investing in foreign stocks, and you can easily check out the portfolio of these mutual funds. Okay, there are many mutual funds in the market right now who are investing in foreign stocks. In fact, there is a fund of Motilal Oswal also which invests completely in foreign in S&P companies. There is one mutual fund which is investing in NASDAQ companies. NASDAQ companies as in companies which are listed and which form a part of NASDAQ. Okay, so that can be one very good way of investing in US stocks rather than through apps like Vested. Okay. So yeah, that's my suggestion for you. Uh, Aditya says Nippon large cap direct mutual fund. Nippon large cap. I've not. I will have to check it. I mean, I can't recall all the numbers just like that because there are so many mutual funds to track immediately. Aditya, you can just check few parameters as to what are the trailing 1, 3, 5 months return for Nippon. As I mentioned right now, what is the expense ratio? You can also compare this with the peers in the large cap category. A very good website to check all these parameters in one shot is like Value Research Online. Okay, so that's where you can find out the answers to your questions. Vaitish Manoj Prabhakar says, view Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100. Arey, that's what I was talking about. Vaitish, Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100 fund, S&P 500 LTCG tax. LTCG tax? What LTCG tax? Of course, if you are holding it and if you are so you'll have to check the fund structure obviously. So if it's an equity oriented, so I'm not talking specifically about this, but we just as a general comment I'm telling you that if it is an equity oriented fund, the taxation is different. If it's a debt oriented fund, then the taxation is different. So you'll have to check if you have invested in these stocks. Check out what. So if it's Nasdaq 100 fund, to my knowledge, it gets categorized as a debt oriented fund only. I don't recall reading that it will be treated as an equity oriented fund. So taxation will be as per the debt schemes, is what I recall right now. If I were to correct myself, I can do that in the next stream. But to what I remember reading, that was going to be Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100 was going to be clubbed up as a debt oriented fund only, because that foreign equity doesn't get considered as normal equity. Praveen Rao says, your views on BDL, how long to hold? I feel that these questions should be from your own perspective as well. Like, for example, you should be holding a stock to meet certain goal. If your goal is achieved, if your target is achieved, that is where you have to quit it. Just because there just can't be a thing that I am going to hold it for 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. Check what is your goal. You might have invested as per that, and that's where you decide whether to quit it or not. Autonomous Psyche says, cool. Thank you, Autonomous. Oh my god. It's 9:22, guys. Stop super chats, please. Please tell about ICICI Prudential Alpha Low Volatility ETF. Oh my god. Now, telling about each and every mutual fund is also going to be a big difficulty. I think I will be answering all mutual fund related points in my next live stream, because there are so many schemes. Understand this, in just an ETF you will have so many schemes. Remembering all the numbers just right away is a bit difficult. I can just definitely tell you about this in the next stream. Can you share your view on L&T holding now at 1100? All my viewers who have been checking out my channel for a long time, they know my view on L&T. All time favorite. Hold it, no problem. If you can hold it for a long time, do hold it for a long time. No issues on that. Cool. Praveen Rao says, what about India Bulls Housing Finance? Need your suggestions. I personally feel that fundamentally it's not that a good company. There are so many more options available in the market right now where you can get still good returns. So I might not be going ahead with India Bulls right now. This is the last question I'm going to take. Autonomous Psyche says, relationship between stock price and fundamental scientific relationship between stock price, I understand, and fundamental also I understand. Scientific is what? If it is about fundamental analysis is what you're asking, then the stock price generally is nothing but you have to check as per fundamental analysis whether the intrinsic value of the stock is lower than the stock price or not. If the intrinsic value is lower than the stock price, that gives a buy signal as per fundamental analysis. And if the intrinsic value is higher than the current market price, so you'll have to check it. Okay, so just forget about it. In simple words, you'll have to check whether it's overvalued or undervalued. If it is overvalued, don't jump into it. If it is undervalued, that could be a long-term value pick stock. Okay. That is it. All the super chats answered. It is scientific, fundamental scientific. But what fundamental scientific? Relationship between stock price and fundamental scientific. We say fundamental analysis. So I've answered as per fundamental analysis, right? Padmanabh Govardhan says super se bhi upar. Cool. Now my net is also tired, and I guess I am too tired as compared to my net as well. So yeah, I think, is the correlation absolute in every case? You can't say 100%, but yes, in majority, in majority cases, the relationship will happen. May not be in 100%. Okay. Perfect. I guess that's it from my side, guys. Dead tired as of now. Don't forget to watch my tomorrow's video. Don't forget to check out my blog on my website, rachanaranade.com. Just in case if you have not even checked out my Telegram channel as yet, do visit my Telegram channel. That's where you can get a lot of updates every day. By the way, I've also started doing reels on Instagram. Those who are on Instagram, and if you have not yet followed me on Instagram, I'm making reels these days. That's like understanding a concept in 15 seconds, because reels doesn't allow basically any video content to be more than 15 seconds. So that's what we are doing. Sudarshan says stock of the month. Generally, we publish it somewhere between 15th to 20th. We are planning to announce it on 15th. Release it by 15th of August. That will be done for sure. Okay. Cool. So I guess Pratik has just pasted the Telegram channel link as well. So stock of the month question has also been answered. I'll be publishing it by 15th of this month. Okay. So that's it from my side, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this stream. Jai Hind and bye-bye.